Hey everybody, what's going on? Not nothing too much with me. I wasn't going to make a video, but hey, I decided to make one today. I was browsing through the YouTube and seeing some things that just kind of, made me think, it's just, it's really sad. I wasn't going to speak upon it, but I'm just going to say a little bit about it and I'm going to leave it alone. It's just really sad, really, really sad to see the ignorance and the stupidity of some of our viewers and our subscribers. I know that for some reason Black History Month seems to anger a lot of Caucasian people, which I don't understand why. Every day is your day. We have 28 days just to recognize some of the things that we have accomplished in our life. Some of the things that we feel proud of as people. I know your argument was that you didn't have anything to do with slavery, but your forefathers had. And slavery still affects us, even our future. Because just as I look at these comments, it's proof of all the ignorance and stupidity that has been handed down from generation to generation. And it's just really sad that we're still feeding our children stupid stuff. So anyway, that's just it. I'm not going to speak too much on it. It's just a sad occasion. Slavery happened. It's a part of American history, shameful American history. We are Americans, and we're here, and we're not going nowhere, and we can't go back to Africa, because America is our home. So that's it for that. The other subject that I wanted to talk about was that I was at work and doing break. We're in the cafeteria. Usually I don't even go in the cafeteria. I stay outside and or go to my car and listen to music and just relax, put my feet up for a while till I have to, hit the grind again. But this day I decided to go into the cafeteria because a couple of my co-workers wanted to go into the cafeteria. So we went, and there was some women sitting at a table across from us talking loudly so we could hear their conversation pretty clearly. And the conversation kind of hit me at home too, because some of the things they were talking about are some of the things that I'm going through in my personal life. But what was so disturbing about the whole conversation was that, well, maybe I should back up a little bit. For one, I don't know the race of the women have anything to do with anything, but if there were three, and his heart problem is causing him where he can't function as a man anymore, as she said, how she said it. He can't function as a man. Well, I didn't understand that, and then I realized, oh, she's talking sexually. He's not gratifying her anymore in the bed. So by that, she was very upset because he couldn't make love to her the way that she thought that she should be made love to and needed to be, and so on and so on. So she was going to have an affair, or having an affair, on her husband of 25 years, who has took care of her and been by her side the whole 25 years. Never cheated on her, and accepted her for all her flaws and come shorty, so, whatever. She was saying all this in the conversation. So it kind of hit me because my guy has renal failure and he has to go on dialysis, and by him having renal failure and high blood pressure, all the medications and things that he has to go through his body, he has the same thing. He cannot perform sex without any kind of drugs. He has to have Viagra, and it doesn't even really work well. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and it never gets his penis as hard as, you know, you would want it to be. It's like a semi-hard kind of a thing. So I understood what she was saying by that. Me and my man hasn't been together as long as her and her husband has. We only been together 10 years. Well, 11 years in July 20th. But, you know, it just got to me that, you know, I mean, sex is a big part of a relationship. I mean, many of relationships, as we know, has broken up behind the lack of sex. What the woman ain't doing or what the man ain't doing. I mean, you know, I'm a woman. I done heard all kind of stories, you know, and why they have to feel that, you know, they have to fool around because they're not being satisfied some kind of way in the bedroom. So, like I said, I've heard it all. So, anyway, but it got to me that it's just such a small part of us as a couple. You know, I mean, I get frustrated because, you know, I mean, I'm still young. I mean, I'm 49 years old, but I'm still, you know, very sexual and, you know, and there's nothing wrong with me. You know, so I still have all the desires and wants and everything as I've been at, maybe even stronger now as I have gotten my older years. But it never did come a question in my mind that I wanted to leave my man or to even take up another lover. You know, this man has been faithful to me, and he loves me for me. You know, he had my back when nobody else did. So now at his time where he is at his most vulnerablest and he's, you know, ill and he needs me the most, this is the time that you should go out and mess around on him or, you know, betray him. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is that okay? You know, is that considered okay? Well, if you can't satisfy me, find somebody else to satisfy me. Is that the okay thing to do? I mean, you know, I'm not knowing. You know, I've always been faithful. You know, I mean, I was married before. And matter of fact, I'm still married, so I don't know if that makes me still faithful. But we've been separated for a long time, and I was married to the person before 16 years. We're still married, so if we would have stayed together, we would have been married 30 years. But one of his things was he was unfaithful to me. We never fully got a divorce or anything like that. We just, you know, went our separate ways, and that was the end of that. But we have children together, so we're still friends, and we see each other, and, you know, that's neither here nor there. But I've never messed around on him, and I never messed around on this guy either. Because when I'm with you, I'm with you. You know, I mean, if I get to the point where I feel that I have to mess around, then, for one, I'm going to try to do everything to prevent that from happening. And then, if I cannot, where I'm getting to the point where I see that I can't fix it, or we as a couple can't fix it, because I'm going to come to you with this problem, then we need to go on, you know, about our ways. All these game playing and stuff is just sneaking around and all that. I don't understand. And then what happened to the loyalty thing? You don't have no kind of loyalty towards your man, you know? And I mean, not to be funny, but if you can see the way this woman looks, she ain't the best looking woman in the world. So evidently he sees something in her that, you know, other men probably would have never seen, and he loved her. I don't know. I mean, it makes us seem so shallow that all that we can think about is our sexual urges, and we don't see nothing else in these people but that. I mean, I think back at the times when me and my man used to make love, and wow, God, it was the best, and I miss it. Sometimes it makes me... tears come to my eyes, but you know, There's just so much more to him just than that.